both George and Sapnap are already like threatening each other to prank each other. Like oh my god, the conversations they have are so funny. Like the other day, they were like literally like some hypothetical dumb scenario where like Sapnap, I don't even remember what it was. Someone did some dumb thing to like George's room. He's like, "Oh, what if I went and snuck in your room and did this?" And then George was like going off. George was like, "Well, just know that I punch back 1,000 times harder than you would ever imagine." Like George is like saying this to Sapnap. Sounds like what? So sounds like, yeah, I'm sure you do. He's like, just know that whatever you do, I will own you. I will punch back 1,000,000 times harder than you could ever imagine. And he's just like, I don't even know. He was just saying, he's like, the argument was so ridiculously dumb that I was like dying of laughter, and Saturn was laughing and George was laughing. But it was like they were both being like dead serious, and they were like threatening each other to like prank each other. He was saying, "Oh, I'll lock my door and I'll do this," and he's just, I don't even know. They were just they were being stupid. But it is so funny because like I remember when they had that argument, and then George was like, and then I don't remember I don't remember what they were like. It's so funny because I don't remember what they were saying, like what they were saying they would do, but it was like some dumb hypothetical. And then like after George was like that, you're like, "Oh, punch back, whatever." So I was like, "Oh, I would just kick your ass then." And then George was like, "Yeah, you always gotta flex your physical superiority. Wow, yeah, it's like I can just call the police or something. Wow." And so I was like, you wouldn't call the police on me." He's like, "Well, yeah, I probably wouldn't, but you wouldn't beat me up, whatever." It's like the arguments they have are so dumb, but it's just funny hypotheticals. But yeah, I think that there will be prank wars because it sounds like they're just gonna prank each other. But actually, that's actually not exactly what happened. Sapnap said, well, George said the whole "I'll punch back" thing, or not I'll punch back, like I'll like prank you back 100 times harder or whatever. And then Sapnap said like, "Oh yeah, then I just beat you up." And then George was like, "What if? Or then I just like fight you, win or whatever." And George's like, "Well, what if I won? That'd be pretty embarrassing. Like I prank you harder than you prank me, and then I win." And then Sapnap was like, "Well, that wouldn't happen." And then that's when George was like, "Well, yeah, well even if it didn't, then I would just call the police." They are funny. They do have sibling energy.